presenting tomorrow morning, and I asked Ron, so does that mean I do a TED Talk? He said, absolutely. So, sorry you have to listen to me twice, but I want you to imagine that you are driving down a country road on the way to Petaluma there to see Ron. And along the highway you see a cardboard sign written with a black marker. It says, fresh eggs, $2.99 a dozen. Well, if you're like me and you enjoy a good omelet, you might be tempted to pull over and buy yourself some eggs. Now let's say you continue on down this road a little bit, and you see another cardboard sign, also written in black marker, and it says, flying lessons. Would you be tempted to pull over and pull out your Visa card for some flying lessons? I kind of doubt it. Written on a cardboard sign, right? One, the medium is very appropriate for the message. The other, not so much. And what we need to realize, even in professional services, is that what we say matters far less than how we say it, right? This is the concept of the professional service brand. And it's completely counterintuitive. It is not common sense. But the decisions we make as humans, and I think most of us know this, but it's really important to internalize. The decisions we make as humans are driven much more by our emotions than by reason, right? In my business, in the advertising business, the good practitioners understand that every decision we make is emotional. Every single, even the most seemingly rational decision is actually an emotional decision. I love the example of the guy who buys the 45-year-old guy who buys a red Porsche Carrera, and his friends ask him, well, what's with that? That's a lot of money. That's expensive. He says, oh, no, you know what the resale value of that baby is? I mean, he's got a whole list of, you only need to change the oil once every 50,000 miles. He's got a whole list of rational reasons why he bought the car, right? But the emotional driver of the 45-year-old in a midlife crisis, recently divorced, knows that that red car is going to help him with the women, right? So in advertising, there's a very hot debate raging, more in Europe than here, about two theories of how advertising works. One is the theory of low attention processing, and the other is the theory of high attention processing. High attention processing advocates that humans pay close attention to commercial messages, and that we deconstruct them and we run them through a rational filter saying, well, that makes sense, I think I'm going to buy that brand. Yeah, I like that stacks up. The low attention processing theory believes that, no, we actually don't, we're not nearly that rational about the messages we see and the way we make decisions about brands. It goes through not a rational filter at all, but a very complex emotional filter. And in fact, the latest studies show that even if you have a TiVo or a DVR, and you skip through, like I do, an ad man, skip through the ads as you're watching television, even those quick images going by are enough to still create brand awareness and preference, because you're drawn by the images much more by what you see than what you hear. And in fact, in study after study, this has been really studied to death. Emotional commercial messages of any kind that are more emotional versus rational produce twice the profits. They produce more sales, they produce more market share, and twice the profits, much more powerful. So brands, even professional service brands, the brands that we all have here today, they are not, we think of them in very rational terms, and it's important to think through our strategies in those terms. But remember that it is a brand nonetheless. It's a brand whether you want it to be or not. I mean, you have a brand whether you want one or not. And one of the leading luminaries on Madison Avenue right now, a guy named Kevin Roberts, who wrote a book called Love Marks, which is all about this. You know, his theme is that brands are wrapped in mystery, right? And you know the axiom, there is margin in mystery. Think Apple for a brand wrapped in mystery. And think Apple as a brand that it charges premium pricing. So I pulled out this story from a newspaper one day when I was traveling, and it's got this picture of Harvey Conroy here, who made tens of millions of pounds introducing 1.3 million liters of vodka in rat-infested distillery in East London for between 6 and 12 years. He passed off the drink as well-known vodka brand selling to clubs and stores and evading nearly 16 million pounds in duty and VAT taxes. Right? Rat-infested vodka sold at premium prices. This is like the bottled water video. This is us not selling our product, it's us selling our brand. And it applies to us as much as anybody. So, thank you.